Good, very good.
Good. Can you introduce us to Amara and how she's going to cause troubles for the Winchesters this year?
Let me just say this before we start. This is my last one, right? I've been all around, and I haven't said the name Darkness's name, haven't talked about the car episode, because I thought I was being good, and now I get here and everybody's like, it's all out there, and I'm like, I'm just the asshole now. I'm just the one that's given no answers, so it's great. It's always great to be last. I would say the character of Amara, the Darkness character, is, for us, she's a really interesting character kind of coming in both because, she's very alien to this world. She has been locked away since the dawn of creation. She has a very interesting point of view in how she kind of approaches everything. And I also think that, there are ways, because the darkness is such a big thing, to connect her to a lot of our different characters in terms of impact on the witches, impact on the hell, impact on heaven, impact on the guys. And so we're really hoping that she can have a big ripple effect for us. Yeah.
What's one Easter egg that you put in the show and you thought fans would catch on to that maybe they didn't?
I don't know if I've had an Easter egg they haven't caught on to. I mean, our fans are so good about catching that stuff. My favorite one still, or one of my favorite ones was when Sam Dean and Castiel were working a case. They were Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And it was never said right in a row, but it was said and people put it together right away. So I never think I can get one past the fans. That's never a possibility.
So you say that the brothers are gonna come back and to be the boys again.
Right.
Is that gonna be a seamless transition? Are we gonna have some more ups, or is that gonna happen immediately episode 1?
Well, I think episode 1, particularly coming off kind of the catastrophe of the last season, there was a moment where it's okay, we're in this, and this bad thing has happened, and we gotta save these people, we gotta get out of here. So right away they're put together, but as the bigger questions get raised, there I think you get Sam and Dean. It's not that they're not on the same page. Everybody wants the same thing, they want to stop the darkness. But their approach, it may be a little different, and that's where I think you'll see the bumps in the road. Yeah.
What kind of repercussions are we going to see from Dean killing Death?
Well, I think, there will definitely be repercussions, which we'll start to explore in season 2. And, Death is a cosmic being. There's always been a death. And once he goes missing, it creates some issues, particularly among souls, particularly among reapers and things like that. It's something we want to kind of pace out over the course of our season, at least the first half of the season, to kind of really dive into. Yeah.
I can ask more.
I was trying to be polite, make sure yes, I've asked a lot. So.
Are you gonna? No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We know that some familiar faces are going to be coming back. Can you talk a little bit about how you decided which ones are going to come back and how you want to incorporate them?
Sure. I mean, for us, it's always what makes a story better. And in some cases, that's, what big, mythology-based character can we bring in that will really have a lot of impact? And some it's we've got this, what we think is a really fun episode. Adding a character like Jody Mills, for example, makes it even funner.
Right.
And so sometimes they come organically, in which case, it's pitched, Sam and Dean get a call from Jody. They go here. Here's why she's in the episode. Sometimes it's more along the lines of, we've got this episode, feels like it needs a little something. What if we add a character X? So it can come kind of both two different ways.
Favorite characters to write for?
And I had the opportunity to write for him last season. It was great. I love writing for Bobby. Bobby's awesome, and we don't see him enough anymore. Crowley's always fun to write for. Castiel, all of our kind of big guns. It's great because I write mostly mythology episodes, which mostly deal with them, and you just know it's going into good hands. You know it's going to be great.
Go ahead.
What's just the strangest thing you've seen on set, not having to do specifically with the episodes?
Jared doing stretches. Yeah, we were doing a scene in the episode where they were in a bar and shockingly flexible, shockingly, and in jeans too. It's not like he's in yoga pants. He's I was very impressed.
What's Rowena up to this season?
Well, Rowena's an interesting character because she's kind of been sidelined for most of her witch career. She was never the top dog. She was always someone that kind of had to scheme and manipulate her way, kind of survived by the skin of her teeth. Suddenly she's got more power than she's ever had, maybe more than any witch has ever had. And so it's interesting to see, now that you've got what you want, do you really want it? And I think that's the question we're asking with her. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, Andrew.